show you how I made my granola. I use my granola on my yogurt in the morning. I use it for my as a regular cereal if you need it, or just a snack actually. But anyway, this is the ingredient I use based on Laura in the kitchen. She makes a wonderful combination which I love. But anyway, the ingredients start with Old Fashion Oats, which I use 4 cups of it, okay? And then I use 2.5 cups of various nuts. Today I'm using pecan, walnut, and almond, okay? And I measured that already, okay? And then I use vegetable oil, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil with 1/2 cup of honey, any type of honey, okay? And I use a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, but I use pink salt, but you can use regular salt, you can use sea salt, any salt, okay? 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, but you know what, you just pour it a little bit. You know, it varies. It's not crucial. Those things are not as crucial. And 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And then when I combine all of them together, at the end, when I bake it at 300, at the end I use dry fruits, raisins. I have dates, dry dates, and coconut. Those are at the end when it's all done. Then I bring it out. This is what I put in. But I will show you what happens when I combine everything. So I already poured 4 cups in here, and also a 1/4 teaspoon, a 1/2 teaspoon, sorry, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, okay, in here. And I'm going to combine my 2.5 cups of nuts. So various kinds of nuts. I'm mixing it together, and then I have a 1/4 cup of brown sugar I already measured and packed down. And I already measured 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, which I use corn oil, and 1/2 cup of honey, a dash of 1/4 teaspoon of salt, but I use you could use a dash of salt, okay, in there, and a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla in there already. I'm going to stir it up a little bit to get it going, to mix really well. I'm going to pour it back in here. Okay, I'm going to mix it slowly, but I'm going to mix it really well. Just be a little patient. While this is done, I'm stirring. You should set your oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Preheat that until it's ready. Okay. It's going to just take a little time to get it all done, because you want to make sure all that honey, vegetable oil, vanilla, sugar, brown sugar, all that is mixed in really well. before you put it in the oven. Hi, I'm back with the final stirring of the oats into this container. You see it's more brownish color, like instead of light brown. So it's finally done. So what I do is I have a parchment paper ready, cover it with a sheet. It's easier, it doesn't stick to the tray, it's easier to clean. So you have to lay it. You have to lay it flat. Okay, spread it out, lay it flat. Spread that out. Then I'm going to put in the 300-degree oven for 30 minutes. But before that, in 15 minutes, I'm going to try to stir it up in the oven a little bit, because you can't just leave it, and the top part will be browned and the bottom part will be still not cooked. So 15 minutes after that, you use a spatula or some kind and stir it inside, and then flatten out again, and then cook another 15 minutes, so total 30 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes has up, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this. We're going to stir it up a little bit. Minutes, and I'm going to check if it's done. If it's not, like, I add another 10-15 minutes to it. Okay, now it's very browned but not burnt. Okay, let me check it again. Very good. It's in good shape. Okay, now you can bring it back up. Actually, I can do a little. It seems like I can do another 10 minutes actually. There's some light brown area. Do you see that there's some light color that's not really toasted yet? So I'm just gonna let it a little bit more, like another 10 minutes, I think will be good. See the color difference between this light and then darker color? So I'm going to just do a little bit more, another 10 minutes. Another 10 minutes, then I'm going to shut it off. Okay, it's not yet 10 minutes, but 2 more minutes, but I'm going to check if it's ready. And this looks good, so I'm going to just kill the timer. Turn off the oven and bring this up. Now since it's still soft, I'm going to put in some raisins, and I already chopped up some dates. And I don't measure it because it really depends on how much you like raisins and dates. I I just spread it around. Right now it's warm, the granola, so it's very, very pliable. I put some coconut flakes, unsweetened ones, because it's already sweetened. I don't want to add more sweetness to it. So you don't have to measure this. This is just based on taste. But if you can smell the coconut with the warm granola that came off the oven is kind of like bringing out the flavors. Stir this in because it's still warm. I waited to cool about, I say 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes. You see how hard it is? It's not soft anymore. So you're getting out. Okay, so now I can put it away or eat it later for a snack. You see this is hard, crunchy, how hard it is. So I usually put in a container. I had leftover ones before, so I finished. Now I'm replenishing that. So this is, when it gets hard, it gets like this. It's like almost like cookies or crackers. It's great, actually. So you can cut it out.